we're gonna continue Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright. However, here's the thing. We're probably gonna finish the game, or well, finish the way the game was originally released. The original finale of this game, we're gonna finish that tonight, and then we only have like the tacked on case that was added later left for later. Yeah, so first off, let me share out my shit. Copy link. Paste. Go. Yo, what up? Yeah, we about to finish up the Edgeworth case. Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? I'm just sharing out my stream. It's a perfect time to also like just kind of talk shit in the meantime. How you been? How you been? And people watching this later, since there's two people, or if the other people in here doesn't know, Digivixen does have multiple reviews on the channel, reviewing, I've seen reviewing anime shows, all kinds of shit. Check it out. Taiko drums? Yeah! That's dope. That's dope. Alright, let me see here. Okay, let me see. Such a clutterhead. Dun 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 dun. Oops, wrong one. I meant this one. Put my ass in here. My YouTube channel is dead. Don't bother checking it. I stopped posting because of the new rules. Oh. I'm gonna be real with you. I kind of just ignore them. I'm not monetized yet, but if I do get monetized, and they demonetize a video of mine, then so be it. I run shit the way I do. Basically. But I hear you though, I hear you. If the rules were to change, would you have considered booting up a channel again, or no? Just curiosity, just talking normal stuff. You don't have the skills and stuff to stream properly. I mean, nobody really does when they start streaming. It just kind of comes as you go along. Everybody sucks in the beginning. I'd say I still suck. Where's the self-promote the scrubs? Here. Paste. I posted it on my own Discord. That is good. If I don't promote it here, that person's gonna like nag on me that I need to promote other places and blah blah blah. Alright, boom, we're good to go. Let me see. What I mean is don't have a computer set up for proper beefing to stream and show my face the same. That's fair. I get it. I get it. Now, granted, showing your face when you stream is entirely optional. You probably won't get very far unless you at least use a mic, but I get you. I get you. And also, currently, I'm being super lazy. I'm streaming through my PlayStation, just directly. However, when I stream on Twitch, I stream through my PC. But the thing is, if I have the opportunity to just press share button and then broadcast on my PlayStation out of laziness, I probably will. My Twitch is currently on hiatus. I've done a couple of lazy streams with no mic, no camera. Because I've been slightly addicted to Metal Slug. Attack Reloaded. Ah! You know, alright. No, I hear you. I hear you. I should probably pull up my own stream, muted, because sometimes the, not every comment always gets up on there, or they get cut off if they're too long. There we go. Ken on Discord? Nice. That's given enough time for people to notice that I posted links. Hey, Alfield! Hey, by the way, wait, just to confirm, are you Norwegian too, like I am? Don't forget DL6. Squawk, squawk! Yeah. Because, Sanne, that sounds, Norwegian. And also, thank you for the like. You're in the state. Oh no, yeah. I know you're. Well, I didn't know, but for Lady Alfield, it says Sanne. I was like, that's a Norwegian ass name, and I'm Norwegian. You're in the States, yeah. Oh, you're in the Netherlands. Okay, I saw Sanne. I was like, that's a Norwegian name too. All right, good to know. Good to know. Not nice to have you here though. Yeah. So Digivixing, you're working nights. All right, all right. All right. Damn, I gotta go into this dude immediately. Okay. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? That's right, I remembered. I had to end very abruptly because my toddler came home early because she was sick. Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. Insomnia. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
The only penalty Von Karma ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the past and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations?
Alright, I'll see you. Peace.
Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe!
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it.
What's strange about going to mountains, the sea, or Europe for a vacation? Yeah, I know, right? I think this makes a lot more sense when you consider that originally these games take place in Japan and not in the US. I don't know. But at the same time, Phoenix is very sheltered as well, but in a different way than Maya.
What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him! Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even an accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that! I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick!
Still not strange. It's quite common for Japanese to go to sea for summer vacation, from what I hear. Yeah. I was just thinking, like, specifically, like, the Europe part, maybe. I could also see them, like, the mountains, because, like, Japan does have mountains.
Mr. Edgeworth admits it to himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
Or maybe they're going for the whole thing where, like, the average American has never left the country. I don't know what they were going for. I don't care! I know he's not guilty! Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I should go check again. The police files might hold something interesting. Mr. Grossberg? Thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding anything are quite slim.
I understand. The police materials. Take note of the beer on the shelf? Yeah, I know. Sir, is your place haunted? The thing that bothers me is that there's never any text about the bear, even though every time I see it, I try to click on it, and they never say anything about it. I'm like, come on! Well, they barely mention it sometimes, but for the most part, they're just like, oh yeah, it's a mahogany shelf with books, and yeah, what about the bear, though? Alright. The only thing left to do now is to hit up criminal affairs. And we, of course, gotta check on the guy with doing the image training.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be looking out for the old guy, Yogi. Yeah.
Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Hey, what up? How you doing, Kuriyami?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway.
Good just woke up? Dope.
You can go in as long as he's there.
I'm telling you, man, you're gonna see something you would not expect to see in court today. Something wacky.
Yes, he just arrived actually.
But Karma's in the records room.
Nick, let's hurry.
Yeah, but first things first. This is more important. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
So, what are your hobbies? Well, I like to do stakeouts now and then.
He must be doing image training for a first date. This cop keeps escalating every damn time we see him, and I love it. Making coffee so you don't go crazy, I hear you. I had an iced coffee right before stream. Records room. This is it. Oh, let's go get them their files.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here.
Wow! These are all the case reports?
Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases.
Guess my sister's case report is in there too. Quietly gathering dust.
Okay, let me see.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
The label says, Unsolved Cases Evidence.
Unsolved cases?
Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty.
What?
are you doing in here?
Eek! One karma!
You? How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every other day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
Fool! You think I, a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Bah!
Creep. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate.
Mr. Von Karma? You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. Sorry, it's an anime. It's... So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. You've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
You were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What?
Nick? What is that thing?
A stun gun! For self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000?
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now give me the letter.
No!
No!
What are you?
Nick, run! Ah!
Maya!
Out of my way.
Wah! Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya? Is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes! Maya!
The letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya! She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 evidence number 7. Incident. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember when Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you tomorrow in court. Or I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Yeah. To be continued. Alright, yeah. This is where I was supposed to stop last time. But, you know. Let's go! Final day of the trial. Let's finish this. The way the game was originally intended to be ended. Because the case we have after this was not added to the game until after the entire original trilogy was finished. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big deal? What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. No, sorry. I read that as Phoenix. Damn, how do I even... Is what I'm going with. What are
are you doing?
Sorry! I'm sorry! I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge?
Right! Good idea!
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Whoa, pal! What's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe!
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth?
Good morning. How'd it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Here we go. Shit's about to get crazy.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was a murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness! Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
All right. This is the character that fucks up my throat. It's not Von Karma. It's not the judge. It's not Gumshoe. It's this asshole. All right.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Molly's, hey? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So, my testimony yesterday stands as is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. All right. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Oops. Then why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just listen when someone is talking?
If I said quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Food?
Well, Molly's a bit of a gourmand, see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well, I kinda got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So, he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You have lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep. Seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness' memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness had said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies!
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb on Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Something about a boo-boo and a picnic basket, correct?
Hey, boo-boo, let's go and get a picnic basket.
Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident.
Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
What does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the courts? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat one more time that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick? How are you going to prove it? How are you going to prove that it's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
Before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past!
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
Oh!
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided. No.
No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one!
Nick, what are we going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief.
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Do you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, you should go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, do you still want to go through with your little game?
Let the parrot take the stand. The fact that that's a fucking sentence. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. It would be even funnier if the audience was like, "Let the parrot take the stand! Let the parrot take the stand!" At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Yo, I just thought of something.
1, you're objecting me. 2, you're rejecting me. 3, you're objecting me. Why? Let the parrot take the stand. Let the pirate take the stand. Let the pirate take the stand. Let the parrot take the stand. Let the pirate take the stand. Let the parrot take the stand. Squawk! 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 Squawk!
I swear that's gonna be an inside joke.
Let the parrot take the stance.
Damn! If I had the resources, I think I would have recorded like I think I would have made like a full ass fucking let the parrot take the stand. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
I'm back. Overseas partner has his niece over, so I'm wondering about online. Don't forget the L6. Yeah. Hello. Hello. What?
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What do I say?
Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name? Polly, what?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity?
Of course. Yes, it does.
Ah, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there.
Yeah, it's not. It's just the first time it gets crazy.
Which page is the proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parent's name?
It's on the suspect data page. Hold on, I have to do the thing. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. I look smart when I do this, right? Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide.
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's first name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible. Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
Swedish chocolate hazelnut bread? Oh, yeah. I love, like, import candy shops and shit. Like, no, like, just, like, import convenience stores and shit. I love that stuff. Oh, I go get some amazing chili mayo in those. She's only 70. No.
She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial.
Yeah, I want some? Yeah.
We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Ah! Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parents.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi.
Boruto mystery snack box. Ooh. As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something? What? Don't forget the L6. What?
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with the L6.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, what? That's not what you were supposed to say. Forgot, something we forgot. Hello, what? not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
No big expensive like loans, mortgages, significant other dependents, pet. Yeah. I used to have that luxury, but now me and my wife, we pay down on this place, right? I got married. I had a daughter. We have a cat. Now we have a lot of... now we have a lot of outgoing money. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? Did he train her not to respond when asked if we'd forgotten anything? Hold it! Maybe I'll get her to say the number for that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228, 1228.
My! What a reckless parents! Well, Mr. Wright, you are claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker?
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Take that!
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible. This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number one. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing.
Okay, listen, but Karma, you should probably not tell everybody what your card number is, okay? Second, look behind you. It's the ghost of Gregory Edgeworth. All right, I'm going to go into the pocket.
That's enough. I think we reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that is all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Oh! Bangers are coming in.
Witness. Tell us your name.
Objection.
Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No. It's okay.
Huh?
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I am done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Yeah. All the Ace Attorney games, it's just their music is filled with so many bangers.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi!
Edgeworth 2, hell yeah! Hell yeah! And I'm so happy about it. I already got that shit on my wish list. The good news is, Digivixen, is they had nothing more to release now. That means if Capcom wants more of that Ace Attorney money, they gotta make a new game.
So, was it you that killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years ago, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I am not at liberty to speak at the moment. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. It was me who killed Robert Hammond.
Bon Karma! Where is Mr. Yogi? under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Contact level 5. They have to contact level 5 to re-release. Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Luckily, I have the physical copy of Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton. The only reason I haven't played it is because I think I'm gonna play the Professor Layton for games first. Just because. And because I'm already a level 5 fan, and once I found out that they also made Professor Layton, then just got Touhou New World. It's gonna be my first Touhou game besides the mobile game that I recently started. Sick!
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion of this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Woo! We did it! Woo! GG!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Yay!
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment!
What do you mean?
Sorry.
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yana Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Because the release of Edgeworth 1 has puzzle pieces for the logic segments. Yeah, I know it does. Yeah, I know, but that's more like a mechanical thing, because you have to remember, the creator of Ace Attorney was also the one who made that Versus game. Yeah, I know.
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh. What do I do? Objection! The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Did something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He is right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now, I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident,
It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me!
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We owe a trial. Right here. Right now. We tried this man for his crime 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I have just wasted all of your efforts.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick? What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
I would like to take a very, very short break. Just enough to grab something to bring over here to, like, very, very short break of about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's it. I promise. I'll be back. I'll leave you with the music of suspense in the meantime. And at my, you can look at Miles Edgeworth in the meantime. There you go. You can look at Edgeworth in the meantime.
I'm back.
Alright. Now, I would like to resume our trial. Hope y'all weren't too bored while I was gone.
Judge.
Oh fuck, the camera. You can stay there, Miles. There we go.
Judge. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitation on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. What karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please! Please!
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went there, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father, Mr. Yogi, lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a gunshot and a single scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Bim, 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 bim. That is all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out. I lost my memory of the events.
Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Here we go. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when Edgeworth pointing out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator. Yes. Myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in a corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster.
You picked it up. What happened next?
I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked.
So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream.
The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream.
It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day.
To this day?
Yes. I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick.
Alright, let me see. It was, air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues found on the scene. Defense attorney trapped in the elevator returning from a lost trial with his son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Objection! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot, and then the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
Oh, I guess,
Look at the victim data in this file. It quite plainly, it says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing,
when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots were fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of this pistol is related to this incident?
Take that!
Look at this photograph!
Sorry. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of 15 years ago. I can see that the
victim is lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please. Please get a clue.
Take that!
As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that shot.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of this incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out? In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who else could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The Case summary page. That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired twice, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order? I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Yeah. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No! But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw that photograph, I thought the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did.
Oh no! He's accepted the guilt!
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Objection! Your Honor! I object!
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no!
Gah! It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say?
Nothing!
The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor! Wait, Your Honor! The second bullet! It existed!
What? But you've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. Really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright!
Yes, Your Honor! I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance... For instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes. I guess that's how it would work. Yes.
But there is a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick!
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Aguilar's down to blow to his perfect draw record.
Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for one comma. He took a vacation for several months after that, he said. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh, man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Wait. I don't have enough proof yet. This is my trump card. I'd better save it for the right time.
Mr. Wright, something matter?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Shall we carry on with the trial then? That said, we have no farther to go. All that is left is to finish. In other words, the verdict.
What? Not yet.
Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was the murderer, yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect. Which means your conjecture is worthless and will be rejected, of course.
Nick! Now's no time to be holding on to that trump card. The trial's almost over.
All right. I may not know what I'm doing, but here it goes. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma! Von Karma?
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing over there? Standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, though. Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I knew Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane!
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... What up, Mala, you missed some crazy shit. A parrot took the stand. I was cross-examining a parrot in court. And now it turns out that the prosecutor, Manfred Von Karma, was the murderer of Miles Edgeworth's father. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean?
I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma!
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside of you? Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of a metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. And so, I'll remain silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in this shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright! Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records from yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. Sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof!
Take that!
That's a bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. 1, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air!
Get away! Get away from my father!
Yo. Speed, you missed, I had to cross-examine a parrot in court. I put a parrot on the stand. I put a parrot on the stand. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Chillin' with Milan Brad? Yeah. Mr. Von Karma? Adron, only you would dare defy me! So, it was you! You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. Oh, I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. Yes, a parrot. I cross-examined a parrot. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. But then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious,
from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now! End it. Very well! It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor. Hey, Eddie! You just missed me cross-examining a parrot on the stand. In court.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Woo! That is all. The court is adjourned.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try, thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. Sound is fucking me.
I think you could have done better than that.
There we go. Sorry. I'm not good at that sort of thing.
You've got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party! Dinner's on me! Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Whoop! I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all! Lotta! Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats!
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness of the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? It's over, Nick! My life is over! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick! I'm not long for this world! You don't look sick. Yeah, Maya is cute. She's adorable. It's Beyonce! She's going to live in Paris! Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind! Should have seen that coming. Yo, Angie! There you are! Yes. Here I am. Yo, what up, Corjin Bang? Welcome in. Yeah, Larry got dubbed again. He always get these like supermodel, amazing looking women somehow, and just it fucks up every single time. Congrats, Seiji! Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Manfred von Karma auditioning for a head on commercial. A head on commercial, yeah.
Harry Butts, you've come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it.
Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's the police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry. I will, but I won't be getting into it immediately. But I will do it, yeah. And after Rise of the Ashes, I'm gonna move on to a game that's not from this series. I will continue this series on my channel, I will. But I try not to repeat games from the same series over and over, so there's more variation on my channel, basically. Right. But I will do Rise of the Ashes before I drop this game. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not strange.
People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right?
Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. So he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this is sure an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. There you have it.
Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I'd known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, but only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. Gotta love how one karma spread the seeds of his own destruction by having the judge teach you about ballistic markings? Yes! I became a prosecutor, in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all! Line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go!
And after that, dinner on me.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? Still only 5? Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So, I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? Yeah! The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! To the Batmobile. I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick?
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium. You can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it! Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Take that!
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick?
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
I was gonna yell something, but I won't, because spoilers for the viewers. And I know people who watch these back when they miss them. Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you're graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, would you like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. There's still more, by the way. It's not fully over yet.
Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop! Detective Gumshoe.
Then he hung his head low and went back to his office. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Whoop! Huh, Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady. She's not exactly a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Here we go again, right?
Oh? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's a busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Sure you did. Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney from whom I wrote that affidavit. Yes, oh, you should know. I've taken over management at the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. I wish that bellboy actually came back. He's hilarious. I think he's fucking hilarious.
So, Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, Meals Understudy, is he not? What I was doing, haven't seen him of late. All the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you say.
Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know they find DVDs, section of the DVDs and what? Everything nowadays. How am I supposed to pay attention with all that?
I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. Sure, a great deal to Mr. Wright. Oh, and I'll keep my face out of public until the sight of you. Wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? I can't pause these, and I can't, like... They're full auto. If I don't catch them, I don't catch them. Oh,
I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like you got a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Big Princess trading cards. She said you can buy them where she is. What kind of place does she live in anyway?
alright, there we go. Oh god.
Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright, but you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Yeah, I remember, right? The lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm trying to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real, now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Oh yeah, I know. I love Old Bag. I think she's hilarious. Right there, yeah, you got Mia.
Presented by Capcom.
Hold it! Saving. Yes. Yes. Now, we will not be doing this case today. We'll be doing it next stream. For real, I can't even pause, nothing. I can't go back to main menu. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, I know. And now that they've re-released every single game that's not a crossover, so that means that if they want to make more of the Ace Attorney money, all they can do is make a new game. So come on, Capcom! Chop, 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 chop! It's been a while! It's been a while! Where's that, title screen? Oh, the crossover? No, I doubt that would happen because that's like... Professor Layton is owned by, like, level 5. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going immediately. But I'm really hyped to replay Ace Attorney Investigations 2 officially translated. Oh! Oh! Manfred von Karma, it was like, excuse me, my voice is kind of rough right now. It was like,
oh, Phoenix, do you have any evidence?
because the reasoning is his objection is like kind of demonic. It's like, objection. And for Red White, I went with like a halfway like Zap Brannigan kind of thing, like, oh yes, all my good guys call me Nino Blanco. Like, you know, that kind of thing. Fab Stubliocious. You know, that kind of shit. You can go look, even like skim through to see what kind of voices I gave to some of them. Oh, Joker? Oh, yeah, I went like Zach Brannigan type on him, like, Fantubular. They call me Nino Blanco. My name is Red White for the Blue Corporation. Like, you know, like the whole thinks he's the hot shit, but he's actually like just whack as fuck type shit. I don't know. Oh, my Dr. Eggman fell. Let me move him. Oh yeah, here's my Edgeworth figure. But yeah, I give some shout-outs. Thank you for SpeedKing125 dropping by. He makes fighting game content and he makes speedruns. To me, Wendy Oldbag is Carol Channing. I go with the stereotypical old lady voice. Like the nagging old lady voice. Now you listen here, young man. You know, that kind of shit. Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry, I also still have... I'm still gonna do Rise from the Ashes, though. But yeah, Speed King also has Speed King Taz, where he does Taz runs, tool-assisted speed runs. Did Edgeworth buy her gun? I hope so. Thank you, Mala Gaming 4K, dropping by. Does a lot of fighting game stuff on his channel. I would also like to thank Professor's statement that Edgy has to shut. Yeah. And he's charging right. Yeah, I did do that. Yes. Also, I want to thank, Kuriyama, for dropping by. Kuriyama Ryu. He is an amazing Kingdom Hearts, player who does, no-hit runs and all kinds of shit like that. And I would also like to thank, who else dropped by? Like, trying to go in order here. Yeah, Digivixen, which has a channel that has, like, reviews and stuff on it. I would also, yeah, thank you, Corjan Ben. Corjan Ben, do you have any content on your channel, or you're just a viewer? Out of curiosity. Yes. Just a viewer? Oh, okay. No, that's all good. I gotta see if I can recapture it right now. It's I gave him like the actually voice, you know. Actually. I can't do it right now. I can't do it right now. My voice is too spent. My mouth is too dry. But if you go to part... My thumbnails always kind of show what case I'm on. And the title as well. So you should be able to find it easily. What are you doing, labels? Nah, I can't do it right now. I'm too spent. I'm sorry. I did have a very specific thing for him that I like very much. Unfortunately, if you want to hear it, I think you have to go to that stream. That's on my channel. Anyway, this is Majin, and I just want to say, all of you, I hope you have a sexy-ass day, night, or evening, depending on your region. I'm signing out. Peace the fuck out. Death! The death penalty! To all of you!